Hey everyone, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Crusader Kings 3. Here today on the channel, we're back with episode 6 of our House Lannister series. We're playing as King Tywin of the Reach. He's just come of age. The King of Casterly Rock and Highgarden, the King of the Greater Reach. So, if you'd like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like and subscribe if you're new. I'd really much appreciate it. King Tywin is now married to Lyanna Brightflame from the illegitimate line of the Targaryens. Hopefully, we can get some dragon blood into House Lannister and eventually make a claim for the Iron Throne and maybe be able to ride some dragons. We're playing as Tywin, son of Gerald and Marjorie Tyrell. Tywin Lannister was, well, Tywin's grandfather. We're going to go with the warrior because we already have a really good diplomacy buff. Tywin is more diplomatic than his father Gerald and grandfather Tywin, who went down the martial route. I think we'll make him a diplomatic king. He doesn't have the swordsmanship of Jaime, but he's got the diplomacy of Tyrion. So now that he's come of age, let's customize his drip, because he's just using a basic European look to him. Right, that looks a little bit more regal, as he is a king in the Greater Westerlands. I still haven't decided what I should name this part. And I think Lyanna Brightflame as well, now that she's queen. I want her to look more Targaryen. There we go. Make her look like the embodiment of Visenya. That looks a lot more fitting. Flowing locks, whiter hair. Okay, so we can officially discharge my uncle, Titus, who was the regent. He actually took it over my half-brother in a coup, and the wedding celebration with Lyanna Brightflame is going to continue. We went over to Essos, sent a bunch of money to her father to bring her over, and now... Okay, so adopt faith. No. So we could adopt her Lyseni faith. No, I would rather not. We want to try and get Westerosi Valyrian as a culture, eventually. A claim on the throne. What? Oh, my uncle Tyget. So this is Tywin's second son of his new generation. Oh, okay. So there's going to be another Lannister civil war. So Tywin had 3 legitimate children with his new wife after Tyrion and Jaime. Tyget, Titus, and Gerald, my father. So my father, Gerald, died at a young age in an ambush by Moors of the Crag. And now my half-brother, Jeremy Flowers, who was the son of Tywin, he was my regent, a good regent. We did land him. But now my uncle Tyget, who is married to Renly's daughter, is making a claim on the Westerland throne. So we could look to imprison him. It's a 50% chance. Then it will force a rebellion, which I think is fine, because, yeah, he's been quite treacherous in this. So, young King Tywin, 16 years of age, wants to put this rebellion down once and for all. Typical, as my father Gerald actually gave him the title of the Lord of Castamere. So once again, the Lannisters are going back up to Castamere to put down rebel pretenders. But so far in this series, Tywin won the War of the Five Kings. Robb Stark actually made the decision to be loyal to the Freys. The Fertile Freys have actually managed to put a bunch of Freys on different thrones. We've also got like this Clegane Lannister line. The Mountain is still alive. One of my father's most loyal bannermen. 38. Has Lannister Cleganes, which is always cool. But yeah, a Frey sits in... what? House Martell. The Dowager, like the unofficial king. Okay. And there's like Frey sitting in Riverrun too. Nice. So we've managed to imprison my uncle. He was doing some treacherous stuff. Trying to use his authority. And he managed to take control of my guardianship in my later years. So we got a decision to make. Gerald was interesting. There was a full-blown civil war when he became king. He did manage to actually get rid of a huge chunk of the lords in the Westerlands. Very much like Tywin when he dealt with House Raid and Tarbeck. So, Tyget the Wise. I want to try and send him to the wall, ideally, if we can. We'll just see. Okay, so... Banish, won't accept. Why won't that happen? Minus, belongs to a powerful family. Oh, that's annoying. I'm the king. I should be able to send him to the wall. Kind of disagree with the metric on that. So we could banish to Essos? No. Renounce claims. Okay, that seems to be the only one we can do. So this will stop him being defiant. As he is the, he probably has more Lannister blood in him, I guess. Me being half Tyrell. The reason why it's the Reach and not the Westerlands is because we took my Uncle Garland's crown. Because the Reach has been quite defiant. Oh, my wife is pregnant. Yeah, for some reason the Reach this entire campaign has been a free and independent kingdom, so... Technically, King Tywin is of the Reach. But if we keep this up, Westerland and Reach culture is sort of merging. Like... We're basically occupy the entire west coast of the Westlands. Okay, so... I've got a bunch of half-brothers as well. Who, for some reason, are in the north? Oh, because Jon Snow's eldest daughter has remarried an Umber. Because Gerald had 2 wives, Marjorie Tyrell and then Robb Stark's daughter. So there's all these Stark kids that are... There's all my half-brothers who are half Starks are for some reason in the north. Oh, Mandan the Red Falcon. Oh, okay, this is my cousin here. He's been sent to the wall. Because my cousin and nephew... No, my cousin, Joff. Gerald was my... Yeah. Gerald was Joffrey's nephew. So, Hanlon... The... Okay, so my half-sister. Okay, interesting. Tywin had so many children, has put so many, like, half Lannisters on thrones, so... We've got my nieces and cousins here on the Vale throne. Okay. So, all these betrothals have been done to, like, smaller, minor northern houses. Except for Banefort there. Yeah, I don't want my half-brothers to do that. It was because they were in a different court. I'm sure we can find better quality alliances. So just looking from Gerald's line, it makes it a bit easier. Maybe we can get Darren Umber down here in my court. My sister, Joy, is married to a Martell. And we'll try and get Jon, Roslyn, and Roderick Lannister, who are half Starks, married off as well. Maybe to a bunch of Tyrells here, or whoever we can get. But at the moment, we rule the Westerlands and the Reach. Joffrey sits the Iron Throne. And the Starks own the Riverlands and the North. The Martells down in Dorne. Let's get this married off. And we'll try and basically just marry off to some cousins. Let's invite some more knights. And Joffrey is still allowing us to be free and independent. Okay, looks like my cousin Reginald of the Lannister-Lannisport line. Making a friendship. Oh, a daughter and heir. Nice! So Liara Brightflame, the descendant of Maekar Jaehaerys Aegon. So we'll call her Jane Lannister. Fears from my past. Oh no. Yeah, Gerald died when he was not even 30. Marjorie died in her 40s as well. So, yeah. A little bit a shame, but hopefully Jane can be our next heir. Okay, so Lord Titus, my uncle, he's going to come and bend the knee. And let's continue down the diplomatic lifestyle, and we'll allow other knights to lead our armies. Oh, that alliance just went. Oh, Titus died of his wounds. Oh, okay, that's unfortunate. One of my brother, my Father Gerald's brothers. So there's the Lannister line there. An opportunity for peace. Okay. So it looks like my wife, the Queen Liara, is negotiating with Lord Tygart. Interesting. So we can... Oh, because we're diplomatic, we basically can come to an agreement. He renounced his claim. We're not going to send him to the wall. And we should be able to live in peace. But as you can see at the bottom there, I've got so many half-siblings through Marjorie. Secret has been exposed. We can ignore that. That's nothing. A fossil way and whatever. Doesn't matter who that is. Doesn't overly concern me. He's got one arm. A son and heir. Nice. So let's name him Titus. We haven't used that name in a while. And then we might go with some Valyrian names, potentially. Oh, okay. So King Joffrey is now still sitting the Iron Throne, but he's dying. Maybe we make a play. Okay. I think we should declare war against Joff, because we've got this war of revenge for Osmond, who is my cousin. He was half Lannister. He basically got cooed in the Riverlands, and now the North rules it. So we can use that, or we can use the excommunication. I think the excommunication is stronger, but with Joffrey Baratheon very sick and dying, we might be able to unite and try and put a stop to him. His son and heir, Joffrey II, if he does rise to the throne, is more of a leper king. How can we allow him to rule Westeros when we can't even see his face? He hides disfigured in an iron mask. So, the Reach, the Westerlands, Casterly Rock and Highgarden, with King Tywin married to his Targaryen girl, is going to march on over and try and put a stop to Joffrey, the son of Jaime Lannister and Cersei Lannister. Okay, so let's move south and try and crush the army. Nice. So Gregor Clegane, the mountain who rides, is still carving up stuff. Oh, but he managed to... Okay. Oh, but it did the thing where it ends inconclusively. So Joffrey died at 58, still married to Sansa Stark, and now Joffrey sits the Iron Throne. King Joffrey II, son of Joff and Sansa Stark, is disfigured and is the Leper King. We can't allow him to rule Westeros. Overall, Joffrey's reign actually wasn't too bad. There were still wars in Westeros, but yeah. We still want to try and have a proper Lannister on the throne. Okay, so we can't declare war upon him just yet. Oh, we can use Malcolm Baratheon's claims, who is my half-brother, through Marjorie. We could use that and then strip him of those titles. So Joffrey now sits the Iron Throne, but we have crushed the Crownlander army. Oh, we can form a hybrid culture. Okay, so let's do that. Huh, interesting. Because we've been the king of Highgarden and Casterly Rock for so long, a new culture has emerged. Interesting. So, Reach Westerland. I think we could probably try and think of a better name. I'm not entirely sure what to go with, though. Because it all is like the Westerlands. Okay, so we're going to unite Westerland and Reach culture. This is good because it's going to allow me to rule over both of them. And there's like a fashion mix as well, which is kind of cool. Interesting. This is so cool. It's because we've ruled them for so long. Okay, so let's call it the Greater Westerlands. The Wester Reach. Maybe there's a couple titles. The Greater Westerlands, I think. Because obviously House Lannister is ruling from Casterly Rock. It really should be King Tywin of the Greater Reach. Or the Westerlands. Maybe if you're from the Westerlands, if you're from there, it's the Greater Westerlands. If you're from the Reach, it's the Greater Reach. The Greater Westerland hybridization. A new age, a new area, a new era, a new people. King Tywin, the Greater Westerlands. That's cool. I think that's really quite nice. So we've sort of combined that title because, yeah, King Mace, King Garland were free and independent, always backing Baratheons against the Lannisters. They wanted their own sort of kingdom. And now King Tywin of House Lannister, after his grandfather managed to bring Marjorie into his camp, has now usurped the title. So King Tywin of the Greater Westerlands. Okay, so maybe we can go in again. We did manage to win that battle, but House Tarrant? Oh yeah, okay. Like Meryn Trent. So we can't use any of these claims. My cousin Harlan might. Okay, well, how about we declare war upon Joffrey II? Seems like we're going to be able to win this by bigger army diplomacy. So he's got the Stormlands, the Crownlands, and the High Lordship. So what we could do is use my half-brother's claim, Malcolm, and then we'll just strip it from him because he's got no children, basically. It's just because it's game limitations. You should just be able to do by right of conquest, really. Like, hey, we got the army, let's just do it. It's just because of how the titles aren't working exactly. We are using the bookmark submod, so there's been a little bit of stuff here and there that's not exactly right. Okay, oh, so the Arryns and the Martells will back the new king. Interesting. Alright, let's move east and try and bring down this new king. Joffrey II is no true king of ours. How can a king who's never shown his face rule Westeros? As Gregor Clegane moves in with 80,000. This is going to be make or break here. We did manage to crush half of the Lannister army before when Joffrey was ill in a little bit of turmoil. But King Tywin is going to go again. And hopefully we can claim victory in this one. Nice. Liara is now pregnant. Let's continue to push and look to siege King's Landing. As Gregor Clegane, nearly in his 80s, is still messing up Westeros and the Crown Lands. He did more stuff in the Riverlands though. Okay, nice. We're doing well against my cousin. So this is basically the battle of Tywin's great-grandsons, I guess. Yeah, because Tywin is my grandfather, yeah. And Joffrey's great-grandfather was Tywin, I think. Yes. No? Yes, great-grandfather. Okay. Battling in King's Landing now. Oh, this is going to be so close. So we are crushing the army, but there does seem to be more of them, so we'll have to be careful. We hit 50%. Although we need to start taking settlements now and retaking ones we've lost, we just need to make sure that army doesn't rally and crush us again because they do have the numbers still on us. So we just need to do army hunting for now. Okay, so let's move back up to King's Landing. This is just so intense. Okay, so maybe we try and take the Red Keep now. And King's Landing is like split between Visenya Hill and a couple of others as well. Alright, let's move up here. We just need to make sure that army doesn't stabilize. Nice. Good. We'll take that. Oh nice, I've had a son. We'll call him Aegon. We got some Lannister names. Let's get some Targaryen names too. Alright, well, unfortunately on that note, I've got to end things on a cliffhanger here. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for episode 7 coming out tomorrow. We're going to have the Siege of King's Landing and continue exactly where we left off in this war. So like, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. Stay tuned for the war against Joffrey Baratheon II. Thank you so much, guys. Much love from Australia. Goodbye.